Today is going to be a much different style video than what you normally see on this channel. No special editing, no fitness topic, just a true, genuine conversation about things that I wish someone would have sat me down and discussed much earlier in my life. Now that I'm 35 years old and have seen a lot of different things, it's just been on my mind, it's been on my heart, and I wanted to share it with you because I know the few people that take action on this, it will have a profound impact on your life. So number one, every single person watching this video needs a will. Even if right now you don't think anyone is relying on you, even though someone probably is, even if it's a dog or a cat or a brother or a sister, having a will cut through so much BS that happens when someone dies. And spoiler alert, you are going to die. And when that time happens, you can either create an incredible headache for someone, or you can set up the people that you love most for success. So it doesn't need to be expensive unless you have the means to go to a very expensive lawyer and do it the fancy way. You can go to, I think it's called like freewill.com or .org or something, and literally do it for free. You need to put together a will today, not tomorrow, not your New Year's resolution, today. And if you have people relying on you, specifically kids, spouse, something like that, you need life insurance. If you don't have, millions of dollars in your investment accounts already, and even if you do, it's probably not a bad idea. You might not think that it's something you can afford. You can. Maybe you just need to look at your lifestyle. Life insurance is not expensive. Maybe your car payment's a little too much, right? Because these are the things that actually matter in life that no one on social media is going to talk about, because I don't sell insurance. I can't make a commission on this, but this is much more important than a shopping haul or a vlog to show you all the fancy things that we can buy, right? This is stuff that actually matters in the long term. And as you accumulate assets, accumulate wealth, you are definitely going to want to look at putting together a trust, because don't get me started on taxes, but it's robbery, right? Our income is taxed, and we have sales tax, and you have inheritance tax, and the government can essentially take almost everything. So you need to protect what you've worked so hard to build. So moral of the story, we're all adults here. You need to have your affairs in order, because I know it's not what you want, but if something were to happen today and the people you love are not taken care of, think about what that does to their lives while grieving you. And I know this isn't fun stuff to talk about, but it's reality, and it's not something that we want to think through, but it's very important that we do. So make sure you make the adult decisions and put the people you love in the best possible position for the long term. Let's move on to another subject. You have to read everything, and you have to be very cautious of people who are giving you advice, because everyone is incentivized some way. Almost everyone has a hidden agenda, and even if they could have semi-good intentions, they're usually doing something for the benefit of themselves, not for you. And I've personally, unfortunately, been taken advantage of to the tune of many thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, money that I'll never see, that was what I would consider robbed from my family, because I thought someone had my best interest at heart. And it turns out that no matter what the profession, right? No matter if it's a doctor, a lawyer, a financial professional, everyone's looking out for themselves. So you have to be very cautious. And I hate to say that the term nice guys finish last is kind of accurate, but sometimes you have to challenge people. Because if you're just the agreeable, yes, if that's what you say, go along with it, that's when people will start to dig deeper and deeper and deeper, and before you know it, you're being taken advantage of. And I hate that the world is like that, and I hope that you're not the type of person that does that to others, but just based off of my experience, it goes on, especially when you're younger. And if you don't put a stop to it, if you're not asking the right questions and looking at the details, You're going to be paying for someone else to build their dream life instead of protecting all of that for your family. Another thing we talk about on this channel a lot is your overall health. And it's one of those things that everyone takes for granted, myself included. But I'm always reminded in the back of my head, all those months and years I would spend in hospitals with my mom and going into the last days of her life in a hospice facility. You really start to think about things. And it doesn't matter what kind of car you're driving, how big your house is, how much you have in your investment account. If you don't have your health, none of it matters. And as much as it sucks for yourself, I'm sure, right? You're feeling terrible, you can't do the things you love. Now that I'm a dad, I think about it, how awful that would be for the person or the people that rely and love me. Like for my son to have to see me like that and deal with a life without me here is much more heartbreaking than me having to deal with it for myself. And a lot of times, unfortunately, there's nothing you can do, right? So my take-home message would be do everything you can to prevent it, right? Because it could happen regardless, even if you're the healthiest person alive, you exercise, you eat the right foods. But I think there's a lot of things we can do proactively to hopefully never put ourselves in that situation, or at least deter it the best that we can. And I know that this is all over the place and I'm just kind of moving topic to topic. Some of them relate and some of them not so much, but this is literally just things that have been on my mind as I go throughout my day. So I think the one I want to end off with is the bar in this world has never been lower. I hate saying that, but the level of incompetence has never been higher. And in some ways, that is very freeing because I am not an overly intelligent person. I don't have any special skills, but I've been able to excel in many areas. And it's only because I just do the most simple things that sound like obviously everyone would do that, but they don't. I mean, just try to operate in the world and you will see the gross incompetence everywhere you look. If you act with urgency, if you are just on top of things, if you do what you say you're going to do, that's going to put you in the top 1%. And I know it sounds overly simplistic, but I promise, go into your job and be quick to respond accurately and actually follow through on your deadlines and the things you say you're going to do. And you are going to be a rock star employee and you will move up the chain just based off of that. I know, it's crazy. But we are living in an interesting time and place when there's a lot of people that just feel like they're entitled to these things that they don't have to work for, and they're free to think that. That's what I love about this country. They can think whatever they want. And while they're over there thinking that they should get something but don't want to do anything for it, you can actually put a little action into what you're doing and go out and achieve all of these great, amazing things. And it's very powerful for people like me who never thought they had a shot in this world. Okay, I'll end with one more. Just stop listening to idiots, right? It's election time. People are very emotionally charged and there's people on both sides that are just so dumb and trying to scare the heck out of everybody and thinking that this is going to be the last election if their person doesn't ever get voted in or whatever. Just I've never unfollowed, muted from hardcore Republicans, hardcore Democrats, mute, unfollow. Like you can just tell how dumb someone is by the things that they say. And I'm not smart enough to lose any additional brain cells from these idiots. Gosh, that sounds so mean. Should I leave it? I might delete this clip. That was very, very kind of mean. Anyway, love you guys. Talk to you next video.